Hey guys, what's up? As you can see, the computer's up and running. We've got everything installed. I just want to go through a run through before I, for those who haven't seen the parts overview of the build. It's got an ASUS Crosshair 2 motherboard in it, an EVGA GTX 460, which is the same as a GTX 465, but faster anyways. The card came with an HDMI cable, a 6-foot HDMI cable, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's for that. And I've got a 9850 CPU in there, Black Edition, and obviously within maybe a couple months I'll probably upgrade to a 1090T because the motherboard can support it. So also another thing I want to get into before I get into looking in the inside of the system, the Danger Den stuff came in on Friday. I wasn't able to make a video for it because I was too much in a rush to get it done. Too busy. I had other stuff that was more important. So yeah, this is the XSPC X2O 750 liter per hour pump bay reservoir, and I've got two green Feser LEDs installed on it. I don't know if that's right there. Yeah, there you go. Installed in it. The camera really doesn't show how green the green color that comes from it, because in real life it looks like the water is actually green itself inside. For water, I'm just using straight distilled water with a little added PT Nuke, about 4 drops per liter of water. Okay, so that's what I've got. And then for thermal compound, Sunbeamtech sent me some TX-4 Thermal Compound. It's really good stuff. Only thing I would recommend is if you get this, do not use the spreading card they give you with it, because it's really awkward. It doesn't. The stuff is really sticky and hard to spread, which is strange because they made an improvement from TX3 to try and make it easily spreadable, even though it seems very. It's got like a clay texture to it, but it's better than Arctic Silver 5, and it doesn't need any curing time, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, let me get on the inside here and explain everything. So I'm using the Raven 2 case, and the first impression you probably think is, wow, look how big that tubing is. Really, that's not even half-inch tubing. That's only 3/8 inch by 5/8 inch OD outer diameter tubing. It's the green UV reactive tubing that Danger Den makes in collaboration with Feser, the Feser company. So you can see got the Crosshair 2 motherboard in there. It's a great motherboard. It's extremely fast. I'm just not even playing around with the overclocking settings that much right now, but I've got the CPU up to 2.8 from the stock 2.5, and the system flies right now. The CPU is at a 7.1 Windows 7 rating, and I want to see if I can get it to 4 gigahertz. I mean, the temperatures are even amazing. Okay, so right here is the GTX 465 in there. Okay, 460, not 465, sorry. GTX 460. This motherboard does Tri-SLI, only in 8X, but it does dual SLI in X16, so that's pretty cool. I've got two sound reactive Logicus UV cathodes. They're extremely bright, as you can see in the camera. They make the tubing glow extremely bright. In real life, the tubing looks actually green compared to what you see in the video, where it looks almost yellowy, lime greeny. It's not that cool. Right here you can see the Supreme FX2 sound card that came with the motherboard. It sounds really good. There's the Danger Den multi-core TDX. Under that's the 9850 Black Edition. Right below that I've got OCZ DDR2 1066 case latency of 5, DDR2 1066 RAM, 4 gigabytes, a 2x2 configuration. That's right there. And then I've got the power supply. I've got the Tuniq Potency 650 watt SLI ready power supply. And as you can see right there, you've got the power and the reset switch built onto the motherboard. So if you had like a tech station, you could do that. 320 gigabyte Western Digital Caviar Blue, 16 megabytes of cache, and then right behind that is the Western Digital Caviar Special Edition 80 gig. Okay, and then up above that is the pump and bay res, and then we've got the DVD burner up above there with the rewritable disk writer and everything, and that's disguised. As you can see, it's disguised right here. As you can see, it looks kind of weird, like the front of the bays, they look kind of like stony looking. I screwed up on the paint job because I wanted to make them like almost like matte, even though they come matte, but I just wanted them to look a little more matte black, so I screwed up on that. So I'll probably be putting some vinyl film on that if I can get to it. And then you can see I changed the eyes to a nice green, the 2 green LEDs, $5 for a 2-pack. They're already sleeved from Feser, and I've got 2 of those in the bay rise. Right down here for the radiator, it's got the black ICE GTS 240 radiator with 2 Apevia Green LED fans, 120mm fans. They're pulling air through the radiator because I've got 2 180mm fans on the bottom pushing air through them. They're about 115 CFM fans. You know, you don't feel the difference. Like the equivalent of the airflow is different with bigger fans than it is with smaller ones. So like an equivalent of a big 180mm fan pushing like 115 CFM, the equivalent for a 120 would probably be like 50 CFM maybe. But these fans are great. They're like 68 CFM and they're only 16 dBA, 17 dBA. They're very quiet. The computer's extremely quiet. The only thing I can hear is the pump from this, which I gotta find out why I can hear the pump. That doesn't sound good. I've got it fully filled up with water, and what's kind of cool about it is it comes out a little bit, slots out, and you can fill it from the top there. So you can see the tubing goes all the way back. I did have a leak problem. What happened was the Danger Den Fatboy fittings that came with the radiator, they, for some reason, I don't know what it is with the Danger Den Fatboys, which are actually bits power fittings, the regular ones. For some reason, the rubber seals on them, they don't like to stay in place, so it leaks from where the seals are. So I had like, I must have spent like the whole day yesterday trying to fix that, and then I found 2 half-inch barbs from my that came with the bay reservoir that I didn't even know came with them. So I ended up putting those in, and it wasn't actually that hard to put the 3/8 inch over them. Slipped over it pretty nicely because this tubing is really good. As you can see, the tubing routing is not, you know, the best, but it's possible in this case, and it doesn't look half that bad at all. I may in the future, I'm not positive, I may in the future water cool the 460, but since it stays so cold, I don't think it's even necessary. I mean, it's idling at like 32 degrees Celsius right now with the stock cooler, and that's pretty amazing. So I think the only thing that would just be good for is for looks, but I don't think it's necessary. It's not worth the money for $80 just to cool it down even more than it really needs to be. You can see I've got one 8-pin cable going up to the 8-pin power. That's not going to be there probably by tomorrow because I want to make it look a little bit better, because I've got the 8-pin extension coming in from Nuke. That they sent me the wrong one. They sent me a Molex 2 8-pin, which I didn't want, so they told me to just keep it, and they sent me just a new one, an 8-pin cable, 8-pin extension. So yeah, that's the only thing that really needs to be done. These fans aren't too bright, so it looks really nice. You can see just the black light takes over the whole thing, and just makes the tubing glow so nicely. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.